Well, good morning and welcome to this special edition of Retire to Life. I'm Kyle and I appreciate you joining me this morning. Today is the long anticipated red letter day, my final day of full-time employment. So I'm going to drive into work. I've got about a 10-minute drive and I'd love to have you come along with me to experience this. I've never retired before. I've changed jobs a few times in my career, but this is a first for me. So mixed emotions, but bottom line is I am pumped. I'm excited. I'm thrilled to have you come along with me. Well, first things first, I thought we'd pull into Mickey D's, the Golden Arches, and have a little Scottish breakfast on the way into the office. So let's get some delicious McDonald's breakfast. Well, can't you just smell that delicious sausage McMuffin with eggs, some hash browns? It's going to be a nice ride in. If I can get this guy in front of me to pay attention. I won't miss this drive. Like I said, it's about a 10-minute drive in. I just take the back roads all the way in. It's not very far, not a lot of stress. But hey, it's a beautiful morning, and it's a perfect day to retire, I think. Seeing how I've never done it before. I don't really know what to expect today to be like. I suspect it'll be a little bit low-key at work. I work in a small office with just a handful of people. Good friend Ron that I've known for 36 years. He and I will be going to lunch. He was very instrumental in helping me get the job that I am retiring from. But anyway, last night my family surprised me. We went to dinner like we do every week with a couple of friends, and when I got there, my whole family was there. Everybody but my son, who is back at Fort Eustis in National Guard training, but everybody else was there. My kids, my grandkids, and it was a lot of fun. While I was there, they showered me with a bunch of really cool gifts. But the thing that I thought was neat is they gave me 6 gifts that were representative of the 7 gifts, actually. I had to stop and think about that. Representative of the elements of retirement that I am focusing on: family, faith, finances, fitness, friends, food, and fun. It was really a great time. So I'm hoping that today will just be very low-key. I can just kind of slip out, no fanfare, just get home, have a nice peaceful evening, and start this process. Well, I made short work of that wonderful breakfast. Just nothing quite like a sausage McMuffin with egg to start the day off. Anyway, just a few minutes away from the office, but yesterday I went to lunch with some former co-worker friends, just kind of celebrating retirement. It was a lot of fun. Good people. That's one of the things that I've really enjoyed throughout my career, is the people that I've met. And I've mentioned it before, but several of the best friends that I have today are people that I have known along the way throughout work, and I cherish those relationships and those friendships, and I always will. But yesterday, while we were sitting there eating lunch, just kind of talking about, hey, what are you going to do? I think everybody's kind of curious about that when they start thinking about retirement, whether they're close to it or even a few years away. I think it's natural for everybody to think, well, gosh, what am I going to do? And one of the guys made the comment, thought it was a little bit interesting. Hey, it may be true, it may not be, but he said that the first year after retirement is the most deadly. And I think what he was saying there, and I don't know where the statistics come from, but the first year after retirement, after you kind of lose your daily routine and those types of things, and the formality of life that people tend to, just deteriorate and just don't really have a purpose in life, and so their health goes, and then other things happen, and they just wither away and die. I suspect that's probably true in some cases, but I can tell you this, nobody knows what the future holds, that's for darn sure. But that is not my intent. I know it's not all in my control, but what is in my control is to retire with purpose. And that's the thing that I've been thinking about and contemplating and working on as I've put this channel together over the last several months in anticipation of this day. I'm not retiring from work. I'm not retiring from a career or whatever it is that I do for employment. I am retiring to life. And like I've said so many times, the areas that I want to focus on and blend and combine are my family, my faith, my finances, my fitness, my friends, my food, and fun. And the more of those I can combine into my daily activities and share with you on my channel, it will be much more meaningful to me and will really give me purpose. But it's a way for me to make sure that I'm using my time wisely, so that I don't just fall into a funk and wake up each day without really any direction. And that is not going to be the case. So I hope that you will keep me motivated with your comments and other suggestions and ideas. But really looking forward to it. This day has been a long time coming, but it is finally here. And I will tell you, life goes by very, very quickly. And even though it's been a long time coming, it goes by very quickly. So might as well make the most of it. Last stretch of the road before we get to the office here. The freeway over there, everybody flying off to wherever they're going, both directions. Really is a beautiful spring day today. Temperature says it's 59 degrees outside, which is ideal. And ready to hit the old turn signal here. Done this a few times. Show you my perfect parking spot. I've always been one that kind of parks a little bit away out for a couple of reasons. One, I don't want to get my doors dinged, but two, I figure taking a few extra steps to get in is a good thing. So let's park the car and head in and see what the day holds. The other thing I've made a habit of doing is taking the stairs. I'm only up on the second floor, but 2 flights of 14 stairs each. And it's just the way I like to do it. Get a little bit of exercise. Well, I'm just finishing up lunch with my good buddy Ron. Ron and I have been friends for 36 years. And he was the one that was very instrumental in helping me get the job that I've had, and just a really good man. So heading back to the office, see what's there for the rest of the day, and hopefully we'll just be fading into the woodwork here pretty quick. All right, here I am walking out of the office for the last time. Walking down the 2 flights of 14 steps each. The outside door. And here we go. What a weird feeling. It's been a great job. It's our office up there on the second floor. My view, my beautiful view, walking out of the office. Have some incredible views here. And then the old cars back there. Get my steps in. Here I am, just about to the car. Load all my goodies in there that I've had, personal items that I'm making sure I get. And open the car door. Figure out how to do that with one hand. There we go. Put everything in here on the floor. Ugh. We'll fold that up when we get home. Last view of the parking lot. And away we go. This is what it feels like, I guess, to be leaving the office for the last time. Office complex. Kind of a surreal feeling. I mean, I leave here every day, so it doesn't feel a whole lot different. But the thought that I won't be coming back here on a regular basis feels a little bit strange. They did ask me if I could be willing to come back in a week or so to help orient my replacement with a few things. And I told them I would be absolutely happy to do that. These guys are classy people, and I've really enjoyed working with them. I'll do anything I can to help them. And to me, that's a compliment that they asked me to come back and orient the new guy with kind of help him get used to the tools and the surroundings and the things that he will need to be doing in order to be successful. And he'll do a great job. My replacement is Joseph. I've known Joseph a long time as well. He's a very astute young man that is very bright, does a great job. He'll do very well, and he knows these guys also. So it'll be a good thing. Certainly not a lot of rush hour traffic, but I will admit that I left a little bit early today. Not terribly, but got done what needed to get done. Pulling into the old driveway. Well, gang, I'm home. Let's stick a fork in it and call this a career. Today was a great day. I was able to go to lunch with a good friend, a few handshakes and a couple of bro hugs, and then I slipped out the back door without any fanfare. What a great day. We are retired to life. And this is going to be awesome. Got a lot of things coming up, some adventures that I can't wait to share with you. But for now, this is Kyle with Retired Life saying so long, and let's do this. It's go time.